Thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. This is Budget Wine with Bacchus Bruce. Really pleased to have you here this afternoon. Got a good-looking Shiraz here with a little bit of age on it. This is the 2013 Fleur de Cap Shiraz coming out of South Africa. The appellation is Cape Agulhas, in the Western Cape part of South Africa. Most wines are from the Southern Cape. But what's really interesting about this particular area, the Cape Agulhas, is if you look at the map, it is actually the farthest point south in South Africa. So you're really, really close to the ocean with these vineyards, which is wonderful in that it gives a nice cooling effect to the grapes and really should theoretically make great wine. Now, 2013 vintage was a very prolific vintage. A lot of production, really high quality, kind of a winemaker's dream. Great grapes and lots of them. So, have a lot of high hopes for this particular wine. Now, got this for only $5.99 at the grocery outlet here in Hayward. It's always a pleasure to be able to find wine with a little bit of age on it at a very moderate price. So let's go ahead and take a look at the wine itself. Now, it's good I'm wearing a white shirt today because this particular wine, you can kind of see it's getting that sort of color that you get with aged wine. The brightness is kind of softening up a bit, kind of getting a little bit of an orange edge to it. And always really exciting when wine starts to mature because it takes on different components altogether. So let's go ahead and see what we have on the nose here in this beautiful South African red here. And first and foremost, have a lot of barrel components. So from what I'm gathering, it's a 70% French oak, 30% American, done 12 months. Pretty moderate aging time, but I'm definitely getting a lot of high toast. So they must have used a high toast barrel type, which is really actually not a bad thing. I'm a real proponent of wine with oak that's done correctly, and this one is really intriguing. As it's opening up, definitely getting a really pretty boysenberry component as well. And definitely some of that kind of Syrah herbaceousness that you get, what they call Garrigue in the Rhone region. A lot of really classic components coming in on the nose. It's really terrific. So, so far so good. Let's see what we have on the palate here. And it's kind of interesting because it kind of comes in a little bit light, but it finishes with a lot of thump. So there's definitely a really nice structure with it, kind of moderate tannins. I'm going to say that this wine is kind of peaking right now. It's really showing very well. Definitely getting more of that kind of smoke and tar component that you get with the high toast on the barrel. But it's really got a very complex profile, and it's kind of one of those wines that will continue to evolve as time goes on, because here in the 10 minutes I've had it open, it's done a couple different things, and that's always a good thing when you're looking for an intriguing, complex wine. Let's quickly talk about the finish here. And definitely getting a little bit of pepperiness, which sometimes you do get in Syrah, more of that kind of herbal component. Kind of a sagey, kind of a almost a bell peppery sort of component, but not really underripe fruit by any means. It's a wonderful wine that's showing well and would be really best served with food because it's enjoyable by itself. But this particular wine is leaning more towards the food friendly style. So wonderful wine, $5.99, really great value. Throw something on the grill, maybe a venison steak or something like that, something with a little bit of complexity, because it's a wonderful wine. So 2013 Fleur de Cap, coming out of South Africa, Shiraz, otherwise known as Syrah, and the Cape Agulhas, the farthest point south in South Africa. Budget Wine with Bacchus Bruce, always a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the tasting room. Enjoy the rest of your day.